Hello everybody. Today we are going to be looking into Harry's new PR strategy. We're going to see what that strategy is according to the cards and find out how he feels about it. There is talk of it in the media that Harry has a new PR strategy, basically. He recently did the Better Up thing, doodah speech thing. And he was meant to be attending a kind of live stream event, and he didn't take part in that because of audience questions. And there was speculation that he would have got heckled. He's also been very stage managed in his recent appearances, and of course, very staged managed. It appears to be at the polo as well. Now, Nacho and his family were there, and Nacho's daughter was getting hugged by Megsy and then hugged by Preparation H and all of that stuff. And we kind of predicted here on this channel next time we see them, we will be going to be getting it laid on thick, and boy, were we getting it laid on thick. So we're going to have a look. First off, using it's the Mad Men Tarot. I forget the full name of it. It's Magicians, Madmen, and something else. Mentalists, basically. So we're going to use that to look into the new PR strategy. And then we're going to have a look at how Harry feels about everything. So buckle up. So if you're new here, I work in Celtic Cross spreads and I work in layers as well. So I'll do the first layer for the PR strategy, and I'll do the second layer for Harry, how Harry's feeling about it. So if you want the complete picture by the end of the reading, stick around for that. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. If you're new here, like, share, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff. Let's crack on. So let's have a look and see what the beef is with young Harry. It's new PR. Young Harry. He's not young. He's 40 this year. Let's see what the new PR strategy is according to these cards. And my psychic insight, of course. Let's have a look. Let's have a go. Oh, the Hierophant in reverse. Okay. They are mirroring back. They are attempting to mirror back to the royal family that they are an antidote to the royal family, as it were. So this new strategy with the Hierophant in reverse, they want it to be seen as more like liberal and open and beige, if you will. They want to seem more breathy and not like stuffy castles, but more like olive garden mansions. So they're really kind of looking at this kind of to do the royals, but do it Californian style and do it better in their world. So they're trying to emulate and mirror some of the things that are done in the royal family, but change it around a bit. So they're wanting it to be like an antidote for the stuffiness of the British monarchy, if you will. That's what they're trying to achieve, and that's just with that first card. But what's driving, what's crossing over this PR strategy? The Six of Cups is in reverse. Aha! The Six of Cups is all about nostalgia. When it's upright, you're thinking back to childhood. And I think they have realized that Preparation H's people's nostalgia for him was a lot to do with a lot of goodwill that the public felt, quite rightly so, after the late Princess Diana passed over in such tragic circumstances. And the public were like, oh my God, there's that little boy and those young lads walking behind his mother's coffin. Oh, my heart breaks, la, la, la. And there was a lot of that. And he got forgiven an awful lot of stuff, like an awful lot of stuff. And like even up to the African Park stuff. But I think he's realized, or the PR team have realized, I don't know if he's realized it, that Six of Cups, that nostalgia for Harry has been spent. It has gone. It is no more. It has gone down the drain and disappeared. Let's have a look and see what's known about the situation. Queen of Swords is in reverse. There's a lot of strategy here. A lot of strategy. And they're really going to push it, and they're cold with it. When the Queen of Swords is in reverse and we're talking about strategy and planning, they don't care who they burn. They just want their client to look better. So the PR people that are helping Harry and Megxie are coming out of this cold, calculating and cruel. So there will be hostile as possible. There may be an air sign woman around them. So you're talking about an Aquarian, a Libra, or of course a Gemini woman around this whole surmise, this whole mess, if you will. And Two of Pentacles underneath. This is all about balancing and having a change and weathering the storm. So I'm wondering if they're telling Harry, oh, everyone has peaks and troughs in their career. You're just going through a bit of a slow time. You're just going through a bit of an awkward time. You're just having a little bit of difficulty that way. See what's leaving the situation before we move on. The Page of Swords is in reverse. They're talking about that, like, there's a lot of unwanted chatter and cruelty and attention and a lot of mischief. They're trying to paint everybody who was critical of the Harkles as being cold and cruel and nasty. So Megan was doing a lot of foreshadow at the South-Southwest event, and she was saying, it's not catty, it's cruel. And I really feel like we're starting to feel the kind of fallout from that. And I know there was an article about Thomas Markle Jr. in the Mirror yesterday, and it was published in the Daily Mail today. I'm going to do a reading on that after I've finished this reading. So that'll be up later tonight. If you're watching this on the April the 14th or April the 15th, it'll be the video after this. So yeah, I'm going to do a reading on that. But yeah, I think that links into that. But we'll see. We'll see what those cards have to say about it. We have the Ace of Cups in reverse. We're going for a Diana moment, a Spirit, and the Emperor. They want to remind everybody of who Harry is, whose Harry's father is. That's what they really want to remind everyone. And that Harry is of royal stock. But they still, with the Hierophant in reverse, they want to make his own royal court. They want him to shine more. The Nine of Wands, surrounding them is boundaries. I think they might be getting some pushback off Harry about boundaries. And we have the Queen of Wands, what they're worried about most. They're trying to rehabilitate Harry's image because Meghan really wants it, and Meghan's a big driving force. The Queen of Wands in reverse. The Queen of Wands is Meghan. Meghan is a Leo. Leos are wands in the tarot because they're fire signs, and fire signs relate to the suit of wands. And then we have the Three of Wands, a breaking down of stuff. Okay, I feel like they're going to try and invoke a bit more Diana. They're going to really try and do that. We're going to see him trying to mention Diana more. I feel like there's going to be something more coming out about Diana. I know we just had a Diana moment at the Better Up conference, whatever it was, but I feel like there's something more coming from him about Diana. About it could be linked to Africa. It could be like, I went to Africa and it saved my soul. That could be it. But we are going to get the whole Harry is Diana's natural heir with that. We are also going to be getting gaslit a bit about the wholesomeness of the Harkles. We are going to be getting told how wonderful they are. They are going to be going on a holier than thou, we are purer than pure kind of beige tour, and I feel like there's going to be a lot of PR behind them. We have the Three of Wands, though. It is going to cause some division, though. This whole push at their PR strategy with the Three of Wands, it is going to cause some upset. It is going to cause some division. People are going to be off put by it from across the seas. So that I can imagine that could be Britain. It could well be it could be Australia. It could be New Zealand. But it's across the seas that people are going to find it distasteful. So I've got a funny feeling that the royal family are not going to like what's coming, unfortunately. But that's just part and parcel of the Harkleverse, isn't it? Let's have a look, see how Harry feels about it. Harry's new media strategy, eh? I'm using the garbage pail kids as always for Harry. The only other person I tend to use these for is Uncle Andrew. As in Prince Andrew, not mine. I haven't got an Uncle Andrew. I've got an Uncle Baz. I've got an Uncle Andrew. I've got an Uncle Trev, I think. But yeah, not an Uncle. Let's have a look and see where he is. How does Harry feel about his new PR stuff? Let's go. 2 of Cups. Okay. So his relationships. He's doing this for his relationships. He's doing this, I feel, because he's being told, in a sense, he has to do it. And there is the King of Swords crossing over. Interestingly enough, the King of Swords it can be a business person, a techie person. We're looking at a Gemini. We're looking at an Aquarian. We're looking at a Libran. Somebody like with that energy, or of course, when we're talking about absolutes, we're talking like the King of Swords is the ultimate politician, businessman, somebody who thinks very, very quickly and deeply about things and firms plans up quite quickly and successfully. With it being what's crossing over him, I would suggest that there has been a deal done or a contract done with a business to improve their images. And I feel like Harry and Meghan have both went cap in hand and said, we need some help. Not unless, let's have a look. What's known about the situation? The Queen of Pentacles is in reverse. And what's underneath is the 10 of Cups. To keep this happy family and to keep everything being wonderful, Harry needs to make themselves as popular as Catherine. Queen of Coins is in reverse. The Queen of Coins in the tarot relates to an earth sign woman. We're talking Taurus. We're talking Capricorn. We're talking Virgo. However, it does relate to Catherine, Princess of Wales. She is a Capricorn. And I feel like there's a lot. I feel there's a lot of Meghan in this reading already. We've got Harry going into his relationship and keeping an even keel and keeping things afloat. I very much feel like Megsy's just went, we've got to do this now and you've got to get it sorted and da 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 da. And this is where we are at. So he's really stage managing his appearances. Ace of Wands. Yeah, this is a new creative force. This is reinvention, part number 912. We've got the Judgment card coming up, which to me seems like he is going to try and get people to see things from his world point of view. I wonder if they're going to try something like, you remember when they were in Africa in 2019 and they did that interview with Tom Bradby and she says, not many people have asked if I'm okay and all that kind of stuff. But that Judgment card, he's going to want people to see things from his perspective and his perspective only. It's very weird. Like Harry and Meghan only want things from their perspective. They can't tolerate anyone else giving an opinion. And he's been told he has to be patient. Now, this is difficult for Harry and he has to be self-sacrificing. He's going to have to sacrifice some of the things. Some of those things are going to be some of his well-guarded privacy. Megsy wants those kids or children, or recollections may vary how many they are and how they got here, and if we've ever even actually seen them, she wants them plastered on everything. And this is a big change for him. So he's going to have to sit down, shut up, and listen to Megan. Four of Swords. This is what I've been talking about for a while. He is on about his inheritance. Now, I'm not on about somebody passing over and leaving money. I am on about, he sees his inheritance as titles. He sees his inheritance as a status. We're not just talking about the IPP status. We're not just talking about military patronages. We're talking about Diana's memory. We're talking about the Queen's memory. We're talking about the monarchy's long traditions. He wants people to turn around and recognize that in him. And this is part of the plan. People will come back around. This is what I don't believe this is going to happen, but this is what the PR people are going to say to him. People are going to come back around. You just have to sit it out and wait. And people will see you are Diana Incarnate 2.0. Your wife is Diana Incarnate, Saint Megsy of the Markle, and all of those things. Oh dear. He's going to be, there's some details. They're going to do something. They're going to overlook some details. They have already overlooked these details by now. They have overlooked some details in some of their arguments. They haven't quite got to the bottom of why they are unpopular. The reason why they are unpopular is because they've just showed themselves for who they are to the general public en masse. But there's something about the details with all of this that Harry and Megsy and the PR team have overlooked, and coming toward, well, it can happen quicker with these people because they live very full lives. So we have got an issue where they are going to get called out on something a bit like the New York car chase, but I feel like it's going to be something more like they'll make a statement and it'll contradict an older statement that they made. So we're talking about like private jets or what they said at the Sandringham, what was said at the Sandringham Summit, something like that. They're going to come out and it's going to be contradictory, and it's going to undo a lot of the work that these PR people are going to be trying to do. It's also going to go down across here like a glass of cold sick. A Prosecco glass of cold sick, if you will. So yeah, there is more stuff coming from them, but they are not. He is being dragged through this because Megsy wants an image upgrade, because he's an extension of Megsy. Those poor kids, she's going to see them as objects or kid or borrowed kids, whatever. She just wants him to look better, so she will look better. And I feel like she is the driving force behind all of this. But don't get me wrong, poison goes where it's welcome. But he is just like, I want to keep everything on an even keel. I want a nice happy family life and all that kind of stuff. A happy wife, happy life, eh, Harry? And that's what he's going with. And it's not going to work in the long term. And expect some nonsense quite soon. Re Diana and him trying to change everyone's opinion on who he is. And who Megan is as well. So there we go. That's what I have for you guys today. I'm going to go and do a reading on Thomas Markle Jr. and what happens in the papers today with him. So that should be up in the next hour or so. So thank you very much for being here. Leaving me a little black cat with some glitter shooting out of its bottom. I may be a seer, I may be a psychic, I may be a tarot card reader, but I also have a sense of humor. Sometimes people don't get my sense of humor. I know, it's okay, it's fine. I'll cry about it another day. All right, guys, lots of love, and I'll see you really soon. Bye, everyone.